The Tunnel to Towers run commemorates the memory of Stephen Siller. We were there to talk with his family about his brave act of heroism.
Stephen Siller's story is a story of great courage, of great love. It's something we have to continue to remember. And what's happening is more and more people are learning it and remembering it now. The Siller family is truly remarkable. They're one of those families that make you proud to be a New Yorker and an American.
The idea was to honor Stephen and all his fallen brothers. I believe when we came together as a family after 9/11, we started a foundation. Stephen Siller let us do Good Children's Foundation. And the idea was to keep his legacy alive and to honor him, and most certainly so his children knew when he grew up what a spectacular person that he was.
My brother, if you know the story, was on his way home from work and heard on his scanner about what was happening at the World Trade Center, got out of his car to run to save people, and was not able to go through the tunnel, so he ran through the tunnel with his gear on.
I think our goal was, and still is, to honor Stephen and all those who died on 9/11. That is our primary focus. Through that honoring, we're able to make money and do other wonderful good things, but I think our primary focus was, in fact, to not forget that day, not forget the sacrifice that he and all the others who died that day made.
I remember after the idea came up, a friend of Stephen's, Billy Codd, about running through the tunnel. We had already started the foundation, and we wanted to figure a way how to fund it, and not only fund it, but to honor Stephen in the proper way. We had a meeting with the bridge and tunnel people, actually with the DOT, with a gentleman named Bob Adamanko. And I told him Stephen's story about, the fact that he was orphaned by age 10 years old, that my parents had passed away when he was 10, that we raised him, and that he was married at an early age and had 5 beautiful children. And then what he did on 9/11 by running through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel with his gear on his back to go there and save people. Well, this guy jumped up, he was crying. He ran over to me, hugged me, and he said, Frank, we're going to get this thing done. We're going to close this tunnel. We're going to get everybody involved. He picked up the phone right then and there, called the people up the bridge and tunnel, a gentleman named Gideon Davis, and he called him up and he said, listen, Gideon, I'm sitting here with Frank Siller. His brother died on 9/11. They want to do this run. And he said, we need to close the tunnel. And the guy right on the spot said, yeah, we'll get it done.
We got the greatest volunteers to help us. I mean, it's amazing how many volunteers we have help us every year. People that come on board, they've been on board for 7 years. Some of them are there all day Saturday, up at 5 o'clock in the morning Sunday, and they're with us every year. We've got people that have, expertise in certain areas, would come up and say, I'm good at this or I'm good at that, and little by little every area came into place that we needed. And so it was a lot of little angels that helped us put this on. Without them, we could never have done it.
I think there is an outpouring of love. Everyone wants to talk to us, not because we're so wonderful, but because of the event. The event is so wonderful, and they feel so uplifted, and they feel so happy and excited, and they want to tell you what a wonderful event it is,
It's very inspiring. It's you run the whole gamut of emotions. You run in there, I remember running the first year, and I ran in the tunnel. I almost fell down. My son Justin was running right alongside of me, and because I was thinking about my brother was doing, you know what I mean, that day, and what was going through his mind. And then you see these firefighters standing there, with the pictures and the American flags, and you're shaking hands with every one of them, saying, God bless you, thank you for what you do, because we do a lot of different things. We've raised almost $4 million in the last 6+ years on doing this, and we support so many different important things that we believe are so important. I know everyone that supports us believes it too.
If it continues like this, it's been unbelievable. I think the first year we had about 4,000, and last year we had about a participation of about 20,000 people. So that's a big growth. And we're already getting more applications in than we did last year, so this year it's going to even be bigger. So it is growing proportionately every year.
We all have our jobs. There's 6 brothers and sisters remaining, and we all have our areas of expertise, well, not even expertise, but areas of responsibility that we have to do, and we do it. But there are many different items. But the thing of it is that we have hundreds and hundreds of people to help us with these things. We couldn't do it alone. That's for sure. there's no way we could do this alone.
When we first started, we had to decide where we were going to give the monies after the first race. And one of the proposals I had at that time was for the New York Foundling. And the reason why I thought it would be a perfect fit for us is because my brother Stephen, when he was 10 years old, both my parents had died. He was 8 when my mother died and 10 when my father died. So as he was brought up mostly with my brother Russell, but all of us helped bring him up, so it was a community thing. So we felt that these children that have lost a parent or are abandoned, we wanted to give them something that Stephen had. When my parents died, he was surrounded by love, and that's what got him through a lot in his life. So we wanted to give that to another child.
It is sort of the epitome of what we find important in life, doing good. It is what makes Stephen's death, we can swallow it in some sense by the fact that at the very least we're able to do good through his name and in his name, and helping other children.
The biggest miracle is the miracle of friendship, and how this thing has brought so many people together. And to see Stephen's children so excited about this run, and to see them, their energy level is just so uplifting.
We have, I think, helped a lot of people to heal and get through. We've healed ourselves for sure, and I think we've assisted others in healing through a terrible event.
And that's what it really comes down to. It's wonderful that we can help so many people through this. It really is, but it really is never to forget.
You know, it's inspirational to see all these people come together because of what your brother did. And he has inspired so many people to do the right thing.
For more coverage, check out Off the Beat, which is only on demand. We appreciate you watching. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.